All right, family. Good morning. Good morning. 8 keys to go ahead and be more productive and effective inside of your business so you can create not only growth, but also duplication. Okay. First thing you guys got to understand is as far as developing new skills, right? It's going to take time. So there's going to be new skills that you guys need to learn in order to really start smashing ranks and as far as building your trading account. So the couple of skills you guys are going to need to learn along the way. Let's just throw a couple out there so we can go ahead and put them down, right? You guys are going to have to learn how to do the invite, how to close, how to edify, how to present. You're going to have to learn the products. You're going to have to learn the follow-up, right? All of these different skills, you guys are going to have to come in and learn and understand. You're not going to be able to learn all of these things at one time, right? This business is kind of just like a soup, how we talk about it all the time. You can't just have the pepper and the spice, right? You got to have all of the components put in together to really make that thing taste good. With this business is the same way. As you start to develop these different skill sets, now you start to actually bring forth the full soup, right? Now you start to get all the sauce. So if you guys are not the best at a couple different categories, it might be social media, it might be speaking, it might be meeting new people. These are all skill sets that you're going to learn and develop as you start getting more experience and as you start getting around more individuals who have the knowledge, who have the value that you want. Right? That's where becoming a student is huge. Okay. You got to shadow. You got to be able to follow before you guys can lead. All right. Number two is you guys have got to want to accelerate your learning curve, right? That's the whole goal, is to accelerate your learning curve. So you don't have to go through all the trials, the tribulations, spend all the time and money that we had to go through learning the market. So when it comes to accelerating your learning curve, here's what we did to make everything a lot easier for you guys so you can go ahead and learn all these skill sets directly. Boom, right here. Onlybrandofceos.com. We left all of these skill sets. You guys, all you have to do is just go ahead and learn. Go take the time every single day to go learn a new skill set, to go get new knowledge, to go get new value. To be honest with me, I feel uncomfortable if I don't get new notes before I go to sleep. That's just me. There's no way I'd be able to get on here every day with you guys if I wasn't getting new information every day. So if you guys want to grow, make sure you guys are learning new material before you go to sleep. And you're going to get 1% better. Number three. This is big. Number three. Turn your car into a mobile classroom. Turn your car into a mobile classroom. If you guys knew how much time that you spent in your vehicle, you spent semesters at school between the time that you drive to work, the gym, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your events, your prospects house, all of this time you spend in the car, you could be literally getting books of information if you stopped listening to music and you started listening to audios. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you were to put your music to audios as a percentage, right? What percentage right now are you guys listening to music? What percentage right now are you guys listening to audios? Drop it in the chat. I'm curious. I kind of want to know. If you want to know, for me, it's probably right around 80-20. 80% personal development, 20% music. I'm talking about when I wake up, when I go to sleep, when I'm at lunch, when I'm at dinner, when I'm at the gym, I'm listening to PD. When I'm in the car, because I understand whatever you hear, whatever you see, whatever comes into your eye gates influences your mind. So you've got to be careful about what you guys let in through your eye gates and through your mind. Okay. The only time I'm listening to music is if literally I'm taking a 5-minute break to go ahead and get my mind off it. Okay. Then I want to get back and really keep my brain primed and focused. Okay. That's huge. Number four is going to be known as the 5 M's of the industry. Some of you know, some of you don't. More meetings means more momentum. Okay, you got to understand this. I don't care if you guys go and you guys throw in an event tomorrow and you guys have one person show up. You've got to understand, even that one that shows up, that's how the ball gets rolling. That's how everything gets started. 11-11, paint your vision, right? I can't tell you guys how many times we've had to do this over and over again inside of an apartment, inside of a garage, inside of a pizza place, where in Panera Bread, Starbucks, you name it, where we started with 1, 2, or 3 people. And as we started to compound it, the numbers grew. But you've got to be willing. If you don't have the stadium, people are never going to show up. So if you guys don't ever actually put it in the schedule and just do it, people are never going to show up because you're not consistent. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out and expect people to start showing up. So I made the schedule concrete. I said, you know what? Every Tuesday, every Thursday, Sunday, that's event day no matter what. No matter what's going on, 8 o'clock, we're locked in. And that's how it started. And then it gets to a point where you start to realize anywhere that's a market, there's no reason why they don't have events going on at Tuesday, Thursday, minimum, even Sunday. What are most people doing off work at 5 o'clock? Nothing. So people say, well, I'm busy. You know, I don't know if I have the time. 97% of the world gets out of work at 5 o'clock and they do nothing when they get home. So realize this is the perfect time for you to go ahead and introduce another skill set, another business. They can go ahead and multiply their money, especially in a time like COVID. You got to realize people are looking for what we have. They're looking to make a stream of income right from their phone anywhere that has Wi-Fi. You don't believe that? I'm telling you right now, you're going to realize people are looking for what we have. You just have to be the one to be the light to show them. Number six. Number 6 is going to be, you want to focus on positive feedback. Be careful with criticism. Okay? I'll give you an example. Perfect example. Let's say you guys are going to do an event today. Okay? Let's say you guys are going to do an event and you have somebody that's in your organization, and they're going to go ahead and open up your event today. Their P150, they just popped this week, and now you're like, you know what? Yo, Jesse, I'm about to have you open up. You just had P150. It's time for you to get uncomfortable, okay? So let's say Jesse gets up there. She stumbles a little bit. She's a little nervous, but then she goes ahead and edifies, and she passes it on, right? Most leaders, when they have a chance to actually get Jesse on the side, I'm like, yo, Jesse, what was that? They're going to get all negative with this criticism, but here's what I know, okay? Especially somebody that's new to public speaking, I want to boost their ego because I know that was nervous. I know that was difficult. I know what it's like for me the first time getting up there. So I'm going to say, you know what? Yo, Jess, you did a phenomenal job. I'm proud of you. Great job. But here's the thing. I'm just going to show you a little thing to tweak. I'm going to give you an idea of how you can close better. I'm going to give you an idea of how you can open up your story a little bit smoother. Right? So it's a little bit easier for you. You see how I come at somebody before I forget how the wording goes, but it's like before you correct somebody, check yourself. Check yourself how you're going to speak to that person. Because at the end of the day, your goal is to empower somebody. Your goal is to enrich somebody, not to bring them down, not to make them feel lesser. So my goal, I'm always trying to figure out, like, even if you did something wrong, I'm going to figure out some way that I can bring you up, some way that I can boost your spirits. That's my job. My job is to empower you, not to make you feel like, oh, I did a shitty job. I don't ever want to do that again. That's how some of you are. And you wonder why people are afraid to get up and speak and go do things that they're not used to doing. That's something that I'm really big on. I think I'm really big on encouraging. I'm bringing out the best version of you so you can go out and realize it's not as scary as you really thought. So that's big. You really got to show love to your team. Before you correct somebody, check yourself on how you're about to speak to that person, right? Because odds are you were probably in that same boat at one time. You didn't know what you were doing, and all you needed was a little guidance, just a little help to be able to really kickstart your fire. All right. Next. How you do anything, how you do everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. So if I were to ask you guys a little question right now, right? How many of you guys made your bed this morning? Something little. That's something that's so little. Why do you think they make you make your bed in the Army? Why do you think that's one of the first things that you learn in the Army, right? Because if you cannot learn to keep your space clean, if you can't learn to keep your bed clean, how are you going to be able to keep your mind clean? How are you going to be able to stay organized? So how you do anything is how you do everything. If you guys can't show up on Zooms, if you guys can't call your mentor, if you guys can't even take the time to take notes, why would your team ever duplicate and follow and do what you do? There's no way. So I had to realize how I did anything was really how I did everything. So you know what? I was about to 10x every aspect of my life. The way I eat, the water I was drinking, the amount of notes I took, the time I got up, my schedule, my routine, my habits. I had to put myself in a militant mindset, right? Some of you guys are not in the military, but what would you do if you were in that type of environment? If you had an alarm clock where you had to get up 3 hours earlier than what you were normally used to doing, if you had to get out, you had to run a mile when you were dead tired at 7 o'clock in the morning. That type of lifestyle wouldn't be easy, but I'm gonna tell you right now, when you get out of that, you're gonna be a completely different person. So you know what I decided? I'm gonna live militant right now. There's not gonna be anybody that's gonna tell me to do 100 push-ups in the morning, but guess what? I don't need someone to tell me, to yell at me to get up and do it, because I'm gonna go push myself to do it. Because I had to realize how I do anything is how I do everything. So what you do behind the scenes, that's what ends up getting praised in public. So my question to you is, what kind of person are you behind the scenes when nobody's watching? Are you really studying? Are you really taking notes? Are you really asking questions? Because guess what? Time will always expose you. Because if the answer is no, when a month goes by and 3 months goes by, you check your back office, there's nothing there. You check your trading account, it's still zeroed out. And you wonder why it's like that. I'm telling you right now, it's all these little things that you thought that wasn't important that ended up you realized that was very important. The little things always make the bigger picture. So never take the little things for granted. Okay. Next. Where we at? Number 8. This is big. Guess what? Those of y'all that are waiting, that perfect sunny day, the rainbow to go ahead and take action, it doesn't exist. The time is never going to be just right for you to go out and talk to that newest person, to make your YouTube video, to get out and get uncomfortable. When is the best time? I said this for 4 years. There's 2 best times to plant a tree. 1, 20 years ago. We already missed that. When's the second best time? Right now. You already know. So if you really believe that, go ahead and put that in the chat right now. I'm going to ask you guys, when is the best time to take action? When is the best time for you to go all in on your business? Go ahead and tell me. Right now. You can wait 2 months. You can wait 3 months. You can wait till December 31st. But I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be very happy about that. You're going to be at that point like, yo, why didn't I just go harder back in the summer? Don't live with the pain of regret knowing you could have went harder. I would rather have the pain of going through all of this shit right now, knowing I don't want to get on these calls, knowing I don't want to do these things, but I know it's needed to get to the next level, rather than not do it and then complain 6 months later like, damn, bro, why am I still stuck at this point? I would always rather the pain of the journey than the pain of regret. You tell me, which one would you rather have? Write in the chat, journey or regret. Which pain would you? They both suck, but which one would you rather deal with? Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing worse than the pain of regret. Nothing. If you don't believe me, go to a nursing home today and go ask them, what would you do if you had more time? Everybody always says something. So would you rather the pain of the journey, going through all this negative shit now and being able to come out a better and bigger person? Or would you rather just not do it, take the easy road, stay normal, and then go complain for the next 40 years? I've already seen that. I see it every day. Walk around, you'll see people like that every day. That's 97% of the world. They didn't go after their dreams. That's why they're miserable, because they didn't want to make those little tough decisions every day. And it led to that life. So you have every day to decide what lifestyle do you want to use. Being rich is hard, so is being broke. They're both hard. What hard do you want? Be real. Okay. Last but not least, number 9, you got to be willing to accept a temporary loss of self-esteem. You got to be willing to take a temporary loss of self-esteem in this business. I can't tell you how many people in my closest circle the whole time at the beginning that did not believe me. You honestly can name everybody. My girlfriend, my best friends, my father, my professor. Nobody in my circle could see what I see other than 2 people. You ready? Here's the 2 people. Actually, there's 3. You got pretty much Dylan Waxler, you got Sykes, and you got Marco. That was it. That was my day ones. That was the only ones who could really see what I saw. You know what everybody else is? They said, yo, this is a scam. You're never going to work. You're wasting your time. They're still working at McDonald's. They're still living in their mom's house. They're still living the same lifestyle 4 years ago. So at the end of the day, write this down. If you're not willing to switch lifestyles, if you're not willing to switch bank accounts, if you're not willing to switch cars, why would you ever be willing to accept their opinion? I had to realize that. That's a tough pill to swallow, but you get to a point where you start to realize like, yo, all my friends talking about me, they don't have what I want. They don't have anything that I want. That's why they're still stuck in the same 4 white walls as last year. That's why they're still stuck in the same tax bracket. So I had to really get uncomfortable and say, you know what? I'm at a point where I don't care what anybody says about me because they don't have what I want. They're not going to dictate where I'm going. I'm going to be the one to set the pace for my own lifestyle. And that's what I started to realize. You know what's crazy about statistics? Stats, right? You can look up the stats in a lot of different industries. But if you look at certain people, do they breathe like you? Do they walk like, do they talk just like you? And they shattered those stats. So the way I see it, why can't we do the same thing? Some people talk about the stats in the industry that we're in the industry of trading. Shattered those. Because you got to understand we're average people with above average dreams. You can go get it if you want to go get it. You just got to make the decision. How bad do you really want it? But yo, today, that is my keys to go out and be productive and more effective. So I hope you guys took notes. I hope you guys are ready to take action because I guarantee you that is the sauce right there for you to go ahead and level up. Hey, if nobody told you today, I love you guys. You're powerful. You're limitless. You're a leader. Now, don't just go show me. Go out and show the world your greatness. I'll see you guys at the top because the whole squad is coming together. Let's go.